Hey guys, my name is Jorge. Welcome to my channel where I will be discussing figure skating. As I said, I'm Jorge, I'm 23, I'm from Santiago, Chile, and I'm a figure skating fan. I've been following figure skating since 2014 Olympics, where I watched Mao Asada's iconic long program, and I was amazed by the beauty of Mao and Rachmaninoff's Piano Concerto Number 2. I'm a music fan, an art fan, a figure skating fan, and a gymnastics fan. My favorite skaters are Mao, or was my favorite skater when she was competing. Currently, I enjoy Anna Shcherbakova, Aliona Kosturnaya, Sagitova, I like very much. Rika Kihira, Satoko Miyahara. I like Kaori Sakamoto and a lot of the Russian and Japanese skaters. In the men, I like Yusur Hanyu, Dmitry Aliev, Shoma Uno, Kanden Polkinen. And I don't follow pairs and ice dance as much, but I like Swayan Han, Tarasov and Morozov in the pairs, and I liked the French couple Papadakis and Cicerone in ice dance. So this channel is going to be about figure skating. Um, Please bear with me because English is not my first language. It's actually my second language. My first language is Spanish because I'm Chilean. Hola, gente de Chile y que habla español. But I want to make these videos on English because I want to get to a bigger audience, and I think most figure skating fans speak English. And I've been following like the skating lesson and Fran, and even in the Spanish speaking world, Edith Gonzalez. She makes videos about figure skating in Spanish, and I've been following the skating lesson since 2015. They've um, been with me like forever, and always listen to them, and also I listen to Fran, and I loved sharing my opinions about figure skating, but I don't have friends that enjoy figure skating, and I want to I don't want to bother my boyfriend listening to me talk about figure skating that that much. So I want to create an online community where we can discuss skating in the best possible way with a lot of respect for the skaters, but also talking the truth about what is happening. So, as I said, I'm going to be discussing Cup of China this week. Next week, I'm going to make a video about Rostadegon Cup. And after that, NHK Trophy Grand Prix Final. And I'm going to make videos about Japanese and Russian nationals in Christmas. And after that, US nationals and Canadian nationals for continents and worlds. That's what I'm planning. And other smaller competitions that are important, like Russian junior nationals. I'm also going to make a video about that. But I've been following the Grand Prix this year, the 2019-2020 season, and it has been one of the greatest Grand Prix seasons I've seen. The events have been really nice. I've really enjoyed it. I will focus mainly on ladies figure skating because that's the category that I follow the most. Also the men, but I don't follow it as much. And I will also be discussing the ice dance and deepers, but I know some things about the pairs, the requirements and stuff, but I don't really know that much about ice dance. I can only speak for what I like and for what I enjoy, and I want to be rewarded. But at the technical side, I don't know as much as I would like to know to make an educated opinion. So I will be discussing mainly the ladies, the men, and I also be superficially discussing ice dance and pairs. So in the ladies category, this Grand Prix has been great. As I said, I really enjoyed the previous events, especially Skate America. We saw Anna Shcherbakova and two quad latses in the long program, quad lats triple toe and a quad lats by its own. So that was pretty great. We saw Brady Tanel and Elizaveta Tuktamysheva on the podium. After that, we had Skate Canada. We had Trusova, which was great. She's not one of my favorite skaters artistically, but technically she is one of the best. She is the best skater out there. She did 4 quads, a quad lats, a quad Salkov, and 2 quad toes. And I think that quad toe single order triple Salkov is one of the most one of the greatest pieces of jumps there is. We had Rika Kihira and Yang Yu on the podium. And after that, it became my favorite event, International de France. I hope I'm not butchering the pronunciation of it. French fans, you can tell me if I butchered it. But we had Aliona Kostronaya, she's my favorite skater right now. We had Sagitova, and we had Mariah Bell. My boyfriend actually really likes Mariah Bell. He doesn't know much about figure skating, but he really enjoys Mariah Bell and Satoko Miyahara. So yeah, the Grand Prix has been amazing. Technically and also artistically, I think the programs are better than the last season's programs. I think most skaters have better programs. Anna Shcherbakova has better programs. I think Trusova, even though she's not the most artistic skater, has better programs. Aliona Kostronaya, I preferred her programs last year, but I think I actually enjoyed the Twilight program. And the other skaters, I think Satoko has a better program this year. And Rika Kihira, I liked her programs last year better than this year's. But that was like a little recap of what's happened on the Grand Prix. But this week was Cup of China. Talking about the ladies, our gold medalist was Anna Shcherbakova. She had a 226.04 points. She had 73.51 points at the short program, and I really enjoyed her short program. I think she captures the energy of the perfume with the whole aesthetic. She's very ethereal, and I think the music is quite ethereal. She's almost like a fairy person. And she did triple flip, a double axel, and a triple lats triple loop at the long program, at the short program. And it was good. She did, I think this is the best score she's gotten at the short program this season. So that is nice because at Skate America she was behind the other girls. I think she was 4th at the short program, and she's in 1st place right now in the short program at this competition. And at the long program, she had a 152.53 points, which is less than she did at Skate America. She had 160x at Skate America. But I think the judges, as the season has progressed, they are tougher on the girls. Especially the last Grand Prix event, International de France, I think the judges were quite tough on Sagitova and Kostronaya. And this week, they were tough on Shcherbakova, but I think the judges have a point. Like four of her latzes at the long program were called an unclear edge because she has an unclear edge on her lats, a flat edge. So I think it's deserved. Her quad lats was called under rotated. Her quad lats unclear edge, quad lats triple toe unclear edge, triple lats unclear edge, triple lats triple loop unclear edge, and she had an under rotation on her quad lats at the long program. So I think those decisions are fair. I was actually watching a comparison on an Instagram video from the account Addicted to Figure Skating, which I am, and they were comparing Anna Shcherbakova's and Bojang Jing's quad latzes. And Anna Shcherbakova only did 3 rotations on the air and almost a full rotation, not even leaving the ice. So I think the Eteri formula focus more on consistency, and I think she has a point because her girls are usually successful and develop they develop consistency. Her girls are consistent and they can do the big jumps, the latzes, the quad latzes, the quad toes, the triple axels, the triple latzes, triple loops that all the other girls can't perform at that level. But the technique is not great. We've seen it over the years from Polina Sholopan, Yulia Lipnitskaya, passing through the Eteri generations with Yevgenia Medvedeva, Serafima Sakhanovic, and after that Sagitova, Polina Strutskaya. She was the exception, and she had great technique. Trusova, Kosturnaya, Shcherbakova, and after that Kamila Valieva, Daria Usashova, and Maya Hromich are some of the girls. And they don't have the better technique. They do a full blade takeoff and over rotate. Um, I don't, they under rotate most of the jump. So that's quite troubling. And most of the time it's not cold. And this week it was cold. Uh, they had under rotations. She had under rotations. But leaving that aside, I think these two programs are great. The short program is great. I really like the music, the perfume music, and even though Fran, I think, thought it was controversial that a girl was skating to the perfume, which is um, quite a disturbing movie and book. But I actually watched the movie and I also watched I also read the book when I was in 11th grade at school. They made us watch the film and read the book and make like a paper comparing both. And at that time, I didn't think it was that controversial, and I don't think it's that controversial that Anna is skating to the perfume. I think she has the ethereal quality and almost a fairy quality to execute the program in a nice way. And the long program, I really love the music. I really enjoyed the Guinnessians. I think that's what it's called. Number one that she did at the long program, and I really liked the second music. I think it was Firebird. I don't think the girls that done Firebird they're not that great. They're great. The girls that done Firebird, I think they're great, but the programs are usually underwhelming. I'm talking about Anna Pogorelias and Gracie Golds. programs, the programs are usually underwhelming, and this program had everything that I enjoy in a figure skater. The costume change was great. I remember watching it for the first time, and I think in September, and being amazed at what she did. Um, she was amazing this weekend, but she had a total score of 226 points. So I think right now Shcherbakova is in third out of the Russians. I think she's um, after Trusova and after Kosturnaya. I think she's third right now in Russia. But she has the quads. Last year they were not consistent like at all. They only were consistent at national competitions. And this year the jumps are consistent, and that's great for her. She's won two of her Grand Prix events, and she's qualified to the Grand Prix final, and I think that's great. I like her programs. Last year's program, I think it was better. The introduction and Rondo Capriccioso music is better than the Genocians Firebird program, but I enjoy both. And her short program last year was also better than this year's. But I'm quite happy that she made the Grand Prix final. I think it's astonishing that all the Eteri juniors have won all of the Grand Prix events, and I think that is not going to change, and the last events are going to be won by Eteri skaters. Yeah, and as in second was Satoko Miyahara. She had a score of 211 points. Only 68.91 points at the short program, but I think it was because she had under rotations, and those under rotations are fair. I think Satoko is artistically the best skater right now and in any competition, because she does such a detailed work. I mean, it's quite amazing. I watched an interview last year. I think it was the Olympics discussions at TSL, and they talked about Satoko's work ethic. Tom Dixon talked about it. Her choreographer, and she does like 7 long programs a day, which is amazing and is wow. But she had an under rotation in her triple lutz triple toe. Her toe was under rotated, and she had an under rotation on the triple loop at the short program. And I think if it wasn't for those, she would have scored like almost the same as Shcherbakova. And I think Shcherbakova had a exclamation mark on her triple lutz at the short program. So her program component scores, PCS, Satoko had a 35.15, and Shcherbakova only had a 33.43. But I think Satoko's components should be better than Shcherbakova's, even though I don't like her short program that much this year. It's not my favorite, but her long program is quite good. The short program is like to disco Egypt, and I think it doesn't fit Satoko's style. I prefer the long program, the Schindler's List program, which is a mix of the Schindler's List theme and also the Rachmaninoff Prelude in C minor sharp, which is one of my favorite pieces of music, of piano music, Mawasara 2010, for those who watched it. But Satoko's jumps have room for improvement. She's gone to leave Arkel, um, but I don't think he's made her jumps better. I think her jumps are the same that last season. Um, I don't think Lee Raquel is that much of a great coach, especially with his track record, like with Gabby Daleman. I think she should be with another coach, maybe another Canadian coach, another American coach, but I don't think Rafael. I was thinking actually going to Rafael Aratunian, but I think in the schedule lesson they said um, the technique of Mia Hamada's and Rafael is quite different. So I don't know if she would have got used to it, but I don't think Lee Raquel is the best choice for Satoko. But the program is good. The long program is amazing. My boyfriend actually watched it with me on Saturday and said, "Oh my gosh, this girl is so good. Is she's so detailed. All of her movement is so detailed, and that is the ultimate prize, being the crowd's favorite. I think most of these girls are focusing on quads, but the skating is not artistic skating in some of the cases, and I think Satoko embodies what a skater should be, and her program component scores reflect that. On the long program, she was called under rotated in three of the jumps. She had an under rotation on the flip, on the lats, and on the double axel triple toe. And she was just in third place, only scoring 142.27. But her program components were really, really, really good. She had a 72.36. So I don't think the program component scores can get better, but the technical side can get better. And I think Satoko is on her way to making the Grand Prix final. This program is good. I enjoyed some of her past work better. I enjoyed some of the last year's programs better, especially the Invierno and Buenos Aires program, On the Planets program, and even the Madame Butterfly program. But this program is quite good. In third place was Elizaveta Tuktamysheva. She did quite bad at the short program. She fell on the triple axel. She did a triple flip double toe, which was called clean, but she has a lip like flip with an outside edge, and she only had a she fell on the triple axel, only did a triple flip double toe, and she did a perfect triple lats. And her program component scores, her PCS, were not that impressive, only a 31.86, which is deserved. And the long program, she was second, and she did all of her technical things. All of the jumps were great. Triple axel double toe with great GOE, triple axel, triple lats, triple flip. But I think I don't like that she does all of her four jumps at the same time. Not at the same time, but she does the triple axel double toe, the triple axel, the triple lats, the triple flip, and after that she does the sit spin, the step sequence, both level 3. She does the double axel, triple toe, double toe, which was good. Triple lats, double axel sequence, and triple loop. Wow. I think Elizaveta has room for improvement. Her programs are always empty. She doesn't have the greatest skating skills. And she could be better. She could be a lot better. Because I think she would be able to do a triple axel double toe, a triple axel, a triple lats, a triple flip, and she should be doing that double axel, triple toe, double toe, but she could do a triple lats, triple toe on the second um, part of the program and the triple loop, which would gather much more points, and she would have a bigger advantage because in PCS she only had a 66.50. She was like 6 points behind Satoko, which what she gains on the triple axels and on the technical content of doing a triple axel, she loses on that she hasn't have a triple triple. Kosternaya has a triple axel and a triple axel double toe and two triple triples. And Satoko has all of the under rotations, but she has the components. Elizaveta is good technically, is on the part with the other girls. I think she's fourth, fifth right now in Russia, but her skating skills are not that great. Her PCS is not that great because her choreography is empty. Her programs are empty, and I really enjoy Elizaveta's skater, but her programs this season are really underwhelming, and she loses it on the PCS. And on if she can't do the quads, at least she should be able to have better technical content because she has the best technique out of all of the Russians. And I think if we're talking honestly, and for what I've talked, like up until now, who is making the Grand Prix final in the ladies category? Trusova, Kostornaya, Shcherbakova, Segitova, if she has a silver on the NHK trophy, Rika Kihira, and Satoko. That's my prediction of who is making the Grand Prix final. And Elizaveta's out, Brady Tanel is out, Yang Yu is out. So she needs to be better if she wants to go to Europeans and Worlds, which at this point I think it's going to be tough because the Russian ladies field is really good. I think right now Trusova is first, second Kostronaya, third Shcherbakova, fourth Zagitova, fifth or sixth Medvedeva and Tuktamysheva, and seventh Sofia Samadurova, which was she was in fifth place at this competition. Undeservedly so. She had another Moulin Rouge program. She's always had the Taki programs, Taki mission programs, and she's her European champion of last year, which has I think it's I don't know how that happened. Yang Yu is fourth. I think she did really good at Skate Canada. She was third, and now she's fourth, but quite behind the first three girls. Marin was in seventh, yeah, after Amber Glenn. Marin had a terrible long program, which was quite disappointing because I really love the Smile program in the 2016-2017 season and the Romeo and Juliet program. I think those were some of the best programs I've ever seen. And for the last 2 or 3 years after going from Miyahara to Raphael, her programs have gone downhill in the jumps, and they try to help her with the PCS, but I think she fell on the triple flip. She had 2 carrots or a downgrade on the second triple flip. She popped the axle, and it was disappointing. And I'm losing hope for Marin. And after that, Yi Christy Leong from Hong Kong, Chen Hongyi from China. The Chinese figure skaters are getting better. Klein Crane from Australia, Shu Ji or Ju Ji from China was 11th, and Choi Ju Jin from South Korea was 12th. And that is the ladies category. And in the men, we had Bojang Jing winning the competition, and I'm really happy because he's a good skater. I think his programs are not that great, even though he tries a lot to have good programs with Lori, but she can't make magic with him. I think he's not an artistic skater, but technically he's great. He fell on the quad lats in the short program and did a good quad toe, double toe, and a triple axel. The three jumps were on the first part of the program, which is weird. And in his free skate, he did quite good. He did the quad lats, quad toe, double toe. He only did a double toe as a single jump, triple axel, single Euler, triple salto, triple axel, triple lats, triple toe, and triple flip. So he did what he can do. Her PCAs were decent. He fell. He had one fall. He had one fall, yes. But overall, great. Han Yan was in second place, and he didn't have a quad, which was is I think it's quite amazing that he was in first. But this field is not really that big. The skaters are. This isn't the deepest field in the men, but I think it was quite good. Han Yan, and he was second on the free skate, but I think, let me see. No, his jumps were good, but he just doesn't have the technical edge that Bojang has. Third, Matteo Rizzo. He only did a triple loop, a quad toe, on a triple axel, triple toe, triple lats, double toe, triple axel, under rotated, triple flip, single Euler, double salto, triple lats, which had an unclear edge call, and he was in third place. After that, Keegan Messing. I hope, Keegan, if you're watching this, I don't think you are watching it, but hey, I hope you're better, and Rip, que descanse en paz. We would say in Spanish, your brother. I think it's quite a tragic story. Keiji Tanaka was in 5th. Jun Wan Cha was in 6th. I don't know what happened to Jun. I think he is an amazing skater. He was in 3rd at last year's Grand Prix final, and now he didn't make it. Brendan Kelly in 7th, and after that, all of the other figure skaters, all of the other skaters. I think if we talk about pairs, Sway and Han were amazing. I watched their long program and short program, and I enjoyed them. I think they've had better programs. The Hallelujah, the Bridge over Troubled Water, and some of the programs from earlier seasons, they are better than these are, but they were amazing. She landed her triple Salkov, and he only did double Salkov, which I've almost never seen her land a triple Salkov. And congratulations, Sway Wenjing, your triple cycle was great. And in second place we have Pon and Jane. They made the final already. Iluchechkina and Bilodo from Canada in third place. Amazing. amazing. They're great. For only being together for a few months, they've been doing amazing. They're in third place on an event which didn't have the toughest pair competitors, but they did okay. And in dance, Sinitria and Katsalapov won the event, but Madison Chock and Evan Bates won the free skate. And I think they're so sexy. I think she's an exotic. I don't like that word very much, but she's an exotic moving girl. And I think the whole enchanting of the snake, of the cobra, it's like great theme, great music, great movement. I'm really happy that they are doing this well. They're great skaters. I'm afraid from Madison Hubble and Zach Donahue because I think they're going to be second at US Nationals because these season programs are a bit iffy. I don't really like the I didn't like their free skates. It was quite disappointing. The shallow music. Um, Lawrence Fournier Baudry and Nikolai Sorensen, they were in third, and other Russians and some of the Americans. Hawaii and Baker were fifth. Evdokimova and Bazin were sixth, and Anastasia Skopkova and Kirill Aleshin, they were in seventh place. I really enjoyed them. They were like world champions like 2 years ago. Wang Qiyue and Liu Qingyu from China, they were in fourth place. Oh my god, the Chinese skaters are getting really good. Really, 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 really good. Look up because I think China, they could get a medal at these Olympics. They have the pairs. They have some ice dance. The pairs are amazing. Sway and Hannah are amazing. Bojang Jing is amazing on the men's side, and they have got some ladies and some pairs that could challenge for a medal, for a bronze medal. Even with Canada, which is um, pretty pretty bad right now in almost every event except for dance. I think Canada is, if the team event was held tomorrow, Canada would be in like fourth place. Russia would win, of course. That was my Cup of China recap review. I will be doing this every week till the Grand Prix ends. I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this program. Hope you enjoyed this video. And I'm really going to make these videos from the heart. And I want to create a community so we can discuss our favorite skaters. And I hope you have a great week. I hope you take care of yourselves. And I hope you are loved and taken care of. And bye. Have a great night.